All right.
It says setting us up.
Yep.
We are live, guys. A little bit of technical difficulties, and we are here. We are still hiring for the IT expert. So if you know anyone in marketing or just wants to have fun and learn about shopping and real estate and make money, earn money, save money, throw life into their home and have fun, you can join us. And why would you join us? Well, because number one, we're cool. And number two, because this is the best show on earth. We talk about two of our favorite topics. And I want to say thank you for, before I continue running my boca or my mouth, to everyone who's joining us, whether you're live on the replay, finding us in your house a year from now. Real estate and shopping are always going to be two of the hottest topics on earth. My name is Erica Rose Siegel, and we are with.
Jasmine Yan.
And who are you, Jasmine Yan?
Well, if you guys don't already know me, most of you do if you're on my Facebook friends list. But my name is Jasmine, and I'm a special education teacher working for the Department of Ed. About to hit my 18th year going in a couple of weeks, which is a very scary thing going on because we really don't know what's going to happen. But I'm really excited about our Wise Women Wednesdays, where we alternate ideas and strategies and techniques and information about shopping and about the real estate world and about how you can just save and watch your wallet. And, these are our two favorite topics right now because who doesn't love shopping? And right now, who's not looking for either a place to rent or a place to buy or selling, or a place to sell?
Or considering,
Or
because
considering. That's right. That's right.
they might not know that now is the time. And I forgot to introduce myself, so I know I said I'm Erica Rose Eagle. I am getting into the state of also speaking and running a show here. So I forgot to say I'm your grateful realtor. I can help anywhere in the U.S. or Canada, and we are doing this really cool show. And we've got two of our, what do we call them? Their followers, the movements. We've got two people that are two of our hottest raving fans, and I know you guys want to be here. And we've had people follow up after the show asking questions. So we're excited to be with you. And if you have questions, you have comments, wherever you're seeing this, drop them in the comments. There's a spot for it, and we want to hear because we're going to address them. And if you need clarification, don't be shy. Jasmine is amazing. She's been teaching for 18 years, like she said. I'm a former classroom teacher, been in the business for 13. And we're ready to rock, ready to help, and ready to make a difference. So it's Jasmine's week. And Jasmine, what are you talking about specifically today? And why are you talking about? There's some topics, something's going on.
Well, obviously, right now we're hitting the end of August. People are going back to school. I'm being one of them. So there's definitely a lot of things going on. So what we wanted to do is share all the great deals, all the ways you can save, during this time period. Because right now, this is where you want to hit the sale. Every, I don't want to say semester, but every month, there's always going to be a way where you can save. So today we want to talk about Labor Day and how we can save and all the great deals that are currently out there. I think a lot of people don't realize, for me, and probably people who know me very well know I'm a type of person, and I've always been this type of person that if you were like, hey, let's go on vacation. Are you free this weekend? Or, hey, let's go to, this expensive restaurant tonight. Are you free and available? I've always been the one to say yes, 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 yes. And I don't know about you, but a lot of people, including myself, at a point in my life, lived outside of my means. And what does that really mean? That really means that I got myself in debt. And I always just was like, I have a credit card. I'm just going to use it. I'm going to swipe, 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 swipe. That's like the American dream, right? You just don't think about it and you just do whatever you want to do, whenever you want to do it, with whoever you want to do it. So that's how my life was. And then I, started realizing how important saving and really looking at the great deals that are out there to help me make money so I can bring my debt down. That's number one. And two, so I can get the best deals because there are so many great deals out there that people never take advantage of. Never, 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 which is super crazy. One of them is Erica. Look at this great outfit that she's wearing. Actually, I went shopping with her one summer day around this time, actually, and helped her save over $100 on the clothes that she was buying because she said she needed a new wardrobe. So this is an example of what we're talking about, right? Being able to buy something and being able to know that you can use it for just work. All she has to do is put a blazer on and it's very professional. Or she could take the blazer off like she is right now and look all party, Miss Party.
I would,
Oh,
just as a side note, I forgot that I was going to be, I put this on, not as a side note. We're going to, like, in addition to what you just said, I stood up because I thought that was a perfect moment. We're talking about what Jasmine does. And Labor Day is the perfect time to shop.
yes.
A lot of saving. And it was Labor Day because I remember
Yeah.
I put myself in debt. And, well, yeah, there was debt.
Yeah.
And there was debt. And we'll accept responsibility. And therefore, I said, I really was feeling bad about myself because I didn't have any, like, outfits that made me feel good.
Mm-hmm.
I was old. I hadn't shopped in a few years. And Jasmine actually took me under her wing and brought me to stores and helped me buy this thing. And if you notice, I was like even tucking things in because I'm still like, do I wear this? Is this real? Is this me in my body? Like, I would not think to buy clothes like this. And I forgot to bring out the blazer. So when Jasmine's doing her version of the show, I'll wear something cute that she helped me buy so that you guys can see her work in action. Because if you saw my birthday photo from last Saturday night, folks, I think I got, like, I don't know, 100 and plus likes. And I'm sure it wasn't because of my birthday. It was because of my outfit. My birthday was actually in April, folks, just so we're clear. So when you mentioned some really important information about, the American dream, which I love, Jasmine's version, American dream, is shopping. Unlike my version is real estate. And you know what? Jasmine reminded me that I do have a dream to love what I wear and love where I live. So thank you for that. And you do. You love what you do, and that's amazing.
Yeah, I think it's really important that people realize these things because we're at a point where people just are so used to just going out and just buying and not thinking.
Yeah, that's what I've done at times. And that's why I said I'm committed to making sure that people don't do that. Because a lot of money is left on the table,
Mm-hmm.
or a lot of really beautiful outfits are left on the rack.
Yeah.
So I really love your enthusiasm. We have a very good oils in here. So I'm very confident right now. It brings a lot of courage. So, and I really love your enthusiasm. And I'm curious, and I love you too, but well, since we're talking about, what you do to help people, I'd like to know specifically what do people need to know to become a super shopper?
Well, I think to become a super smart shopper, what a lot of people need to realize, and this is something that I've done a lot too. I'll give you an example. If I don't have food in my house and I want to go shopping, I just get in my car, go to the grocery store, and go up and down aisles and just pick whatever I think I need, right? And I think a lot of people can relate to that, right? They just pick whatever they think they need or whatever's not in their house that they want, and then they just put it in, and then it rakes up the bills, and literally you might end up leaving with like a $300 bill. And
Yeah.
half of the things in your shopping cart you probably did not need or are not going to use or are probably going to throw out because you're not using them. So I think what's really important that a lot of people need to know to be a super savvy shopper, you need to make sure that you have a list. And I know I was discussing this with Diana this past week. A list is so important. Regardless if it's a grocery list or a back to school list, you need to know exactly what you're looking for and how much you're willing to spend on it and what's really out there. A list is key. Now, don't get me wrong. Do you still want to splurge shop and do I still go to grocery stores and I still go up and down the aisles? Yes, I do. But I take a second and I think, do I really need this? Am I really going to use this? Is it worth it? And I think that goes to the next segment is asking yourself, and I talked about this earlier, your needs and wants, and knowing what do you need and what do you want. And that's a way of cutting things down, right? And besides thinking that way, you need to make sure that you need to think of the possible stores that you can buy the same item at. I know a lot of people quickly, if they go online, a lot of you are Amazon shoppers, and you quickly like, boom, I'm going to go get it on Amazon because it's free delivery and, whatever, 2 day shipping or whatever the case might be. But people don't realize that Amazon isn't necessarily the cheapest. It might be convenient because you already paid for Prime. So you already paid for it. So it might come earlier than you expected. However, there are other places that are cheaper, and they might come at the same time. And people don't think about these things. They think Amazon is cheaper, but Amazon is not. And this is speaking from personal use, and even people who I've spoken to know that sometimes you can get something cheaper and you didn't even realize. And would you personally rather save 10 to 20 bucks instead of getting it the next day and you can get it 2 days from now? So just take a second and think about that. Let that process. And then a lot of times what people also don't think about is making sure we have coupons and discounts. A lot of times, a lot of stores have coupons and discounts, especially during this time. During Labor Day and right before back to school. Staples always has sales. Dollar Tree has sales. Right now, even for clothing for kids, Old Navy, Gap, Banana Republic, 50% off. Like right now, you should be thinking about, and even if you don't want to think about, you're saying to yourself, oh, my kid doesn't need clothes right now because I already purchased their back to school clothing. But think about it. If you buy the sales now for them for next year, then that's something that's going to help you, right? Because you're going to save. If you buy, and it's so funny because I actually recently saw Diana, and we were talking about this too. Like, if you have a child who is wearing a 4T, right now they're great sales, 50% off. You're looking at how much you can double, okay, his wardrobe if you buy clothes now for next year. Just keeping these things in mind and checking to see if there's places where you can get discounted gift cards that will help you save extra money. Like this week, I'm gonna let you know, for me personally shopping, I shopped at Forever 21 because they had a really great sale. They had 50% in addition to any other sale that they were having on their sales rack. So you had up to 80% worth of discount to buy clothes. So I bought 13 items. These 13 items cost around 230 bucks, right? I bought some new dresses because I'm really into dresses. This is a lovely dress too. I don't want to step back, but bought dresses for work, bought some tops, bought some shorts, and guess what? I ended up saving myself literally $80. 80 bucks.
Wow.
80 bucks. What can I do with 80 bucks? I can splurge and buy some more clothes if I really want.
Yep.
Or I can use that to pay a bill.
Yep.
Or I can put it in my savings, right? Or go out to a nice dinner. It just varies. It depends on what you're thinking about. So there's constant savings out there, and people really need to take advantage of it.
And listening to you speak, guys, and gals, I'm sure you've noticed this, that she's just really excited. Her face gets bigger and bigger, and her smile. Watch my words. Watch my wallet. Her smile gets bigger and bigger, and it's so wonderful because you probably can tell. I'm looking down a little. I have my notes here. I'm thinking, what can I buy next? Then, I want to buy like a teleprompter. I don't really know what's going to look like. I'm like, maybe I could have the questions and to make sure that I know the right, because I'm asking her specific questions. So we're not just sitting here. We prepare for you. And Jasmine's she's an actual classroom teacher. So when you go shop with Jasmine, you're not there's not like that. I went shopping, literally she gave me homework. We're going to do this. We're going to do like this. We're going to look at these clothes. You're going to go in your closet. You're going to see where that actually happened. So you're not just talking to these other websites, or you can go to Amazon Prime and you see about reviews and you don't know which bumblebee, I had another word, but we come up with bumblebee because there's kids watching. Which bumblebee is actually giving you insight about whether or not that's a good product? And Jasmine is not a bumblebee. She's like a real life person who's going to say, let's go through your closet. Let's look over here. Let's figure out how you shop, where you, I mean, she did it with me last week when I was getting ready for Tony Robbins Business Mastery, legit. Like I had to figure out for food, what was going to happen. When you guys are homeschooling, I just need to add this homeschooling right now. You might not even think to throw in this topic. You're like, how am I going to homeschool my kid? I'm going to work from home. I'm going to hold my husband. I'm going to hold my workout. I'm going to hold my. Ah! Like, this like crazy town. And you're like, what's dinner? And you're just thinking, I'm going to take dinner and pour it on your head. Like, you're like, I don't know, figure it out. Good luck with that. What are we doing this weekend? I don't know. Good luck with that. Pour it on your head. So if you're like, what do I do? How can I save money? I don't got time plan for nothing. Dinner out with the family, homeschooling, some activity. Maybe you're in the house. And Jasmine, I don't mean to, it dawned on me to add this to you.
Yeah.
You just don't know what might show up. That you're in the house and you're like, I forgot we needed a blank. Let me go to Amazon and go buy it. Yeah. No, why don't you let Jasmine know and schedule a shopping consultation or message us questions and she can do a quick video because we know Jasmine loves the video.
Yeah.
So thank you for all the value you add. You add so much. I'm curious, you referred that people that can get, okay, wait, this is what's super interesting. You mentioned that people, something about a smart shopper, and they can also save money. Like, how does that work?
So obviously a lot of people, like I said, if you really are thinking about truly saving money, right? And getting yourself out of debt or, you know, creating a retirement fund for yourself. I know as a teacher, I have a retirement fund, but an additional retirement fund, right? What people need to realize is all the money that you're saving, and you literally within a year can save tons of money. We're talking about thousands of dollars, okay? Thousands of dollars that people are losing because they're not really thinking about how to be a smart shopper and save. You can genuinely open IRAs. That also helps. What people don't realize is that when you do your taxes to get back a little bit more money, right? You can open an IRA, right? With your taxes, with your tax refund. And on top of that, get a little break so you can get a little bit more of a refund. And all the money that you save, you can put into that IRA. And, you know, we could talk a little bit more about that later. But that's money that you could set aside for your retirement fund in addition to your retirement fund. So in addition to your 401ks or whatever your retirement funds look like for you in your job, right? Furthermore, I think what people don't realize is that you can open a savings account for your children, right? We're talking about college is super expensive. Start putting money aside for your kids. Or if you want a home. And that's something that, you know, Erica and I talk about constantly too. Like if you want a home, you need to have a certain amount of income, certain amount of money put aside, right? And be able to use that money and leverage that money to get you what you need and what you want.
So talking about leveraging and getting what you need and what you want. I've known Jasmine since college, and just as like a side note, and she probably won't answer this question publicly because it's not something we all talk about, but just, she's like, on the spot, the first show you asked me about dating, the next one you asked. I'm like, she's like, we have a list of questions. Which question is this? Question 4.B. Be ready, girl. Off the agenda. So I actually noticed, I asked her last night, we were planning, not last Saturday, the Saturday before, we were here for about 2.5 hours right in this home doing some planning. And I asked her, because like, she like loves what she does. And I just want you to get that I asked her, how much do you earn, right? Like doing this. Like, and I thought, I was shocked, right? And I'm not saying she needs to share that number with us, but I was shocked because I'm like, I don't get it. You just shop and people shop under you, and then you can like, and that's, she'll talk about that business part in a second, but saving, just think about this saving. I think about when I shopped with her and she had to legit, I had sprained my wrist as she was going in doing some stuff for me. Freaking miracle. I'm watching money just save. And nobody else has the problems I do with logging in. But I'm watching the money get saved. I'm thinking, that legitimately, she's not making this up. Like, I'm not fabricating that. It was worth it for me to do what she suggested. And I am so grateful, and just had to, put that in. And you have so much valuable information, so much. And
I was gonna say, you're talking about because she was talking about going to Tony Robbins and being able to have access to food and being able to get things that she would need when she wants to be focused on her business mastery course, right? So she ended up, I believe you ended up spending like $200 worth of like gift cards, discounted gift cards. But in that process, you saved how much?
this is a great question that I'm going to reply back later because I don't know.
You can look, she can look back. But I want to say you pretty much saved roughly around like $40, I want to say.
It's about 40. And here's the interesting part. So when you understand that, yes, Tony Robbins' event was a 16-hour day, okay, 12 to 16 hours for 5 days. And I did not have to leave my house because Jasmine set me up to like have what I needed so I could order at a discount, be delivered, or on my quick break, just already have the gift card, already have the app set, like everything set so I could just walk out and do what I need. We end up eating like a trash, doing things in a fast thing, spending extra money. And I was fighting her tooth and nail. Like, I don't got time, I don't got time, I don't got time. And I'm like, I'm so glad I did it, because that extra money, that education in that one moment, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And so therefore, she set me up to save money. And then in Tony Robbins, they have us do this affirmation because I love numbers and numbers love me. I love money and money loves me. And there's Keith. Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting. Keith Cunningham. He talked about accounting for like 5 hours. And I was thinking of Jasmine because I was like, I hired a finance coach. Like straight up. So I could track my numbers. Dad, if you're watching, I promise it was worth it. And anyone in real estate, trust me, this is freaking worth it. We're gonna go back to you add so much value, and I feel like we don't have enough time together, like to really understand all that you do. And I want to, oh wait, was that no, there's something else. Wait, there's a question I'm supposed to ask you before, guys. You know what? Jasmine's going to search for a teleprompter for me because I'm not so good at this situation. Jasmine's a pro. Erica's got to practice. There's another question. You have people that get out of debt doing smart shopping. How do they do that?
Well, I think, like I said, a lot of people don't realize, but everyone, and I mean everyone, I would probably say 98% of this world is in debt in some shape, way, or form. Okay. It could be good debt or bad debt, but I'm in reference to like the bad debt, which is like credit card debt, right? I think a lot of people need to realize that when you save money, and I mentioned this a little bit earlier, when you save money, you could use that money to do a lot of different things, right? You can put it in a retirement fund, you can put it in an IRA, you can put it in a savings account for your child or your children, right? To get a college degree, right? Like a college fund. But also what people don't realize is that the way credit cards work is that if you pay and use that extra money that you have, and you pay more than the minimum, double the minimum, triple the minimum, or just even a little bit more than just the minimum requirement payment, one, that helps bring up your credit score, and two, you end up saving so much money on the interest that you would be paying. And this goes along with student loans too, paying on the student loan or on the credit card debt, right? And if you do all these things, right, use your money wisely and pay a little bit more, you'll get yourself out of debt quicker. And you literally can have a credit score of like in the 800s if you just follow certain steps and making sure you do that. And by saving on the everyday purchases that you would normally buy, and I'm talking about like shopping for makeup, shopping for clothes, shopping for, a boyfriend or a girlfriend online. It could be anything, food, anything you can
Like some
save.
discounts on boyfriends. I
Yeah,
just
you can get discounts on boyfriends too, right? But anything that you would spend any kind of money on, you can genuinely save. Either it be a female, a male, a child, and an older individual. It doesn't matter. There's constant savings going on out there, and people really need to take advantage of that.
wow. Well, that's some good. And I've watched my credit score go up by shopping and saving. So
Mhm.
that's it really. She's not making this up. I'm the perfect example, and you can ask me for credibility. And you have so much. Now we go. We have so much valuable information, and I like. I want to keep learning. Like we're so busy. With this is like the time we connect. Is here learning right from her, and and I know we don't have a lot of time, and we potentially have some questions here. I'm sure we've got plenty, and people might just message us later. Who do you know? Who do you want to meet right now so we can continue to make sure people get the information that you have, and yeah, get the word out there.
Yeah. So pretty much, any individual who wants to save any kind of amount of money, right? Because even one penny, if you save one penny every single day, that's already $3.65, right? 365 days. So imagine what you can do if you just save $1, right? Or even more. So that's number one. Anyone who likes deals, I'm telling you, I can help you save tons of money. And if you really want to take advantage of like buying clothes, buying, your everyday essentials and saving money without couponing too, because couponing is a whole separate entity. I can help. Anyone who has any kind of life-changing situations or events that are occurring, right? You're getting married, I can help you save on that. Buying a home, going to college, having a baby, all of that costs money that you can be constantly saving. And anyone who just really wants to gain knowledge about like how to use their money wisely. I mean, that's something that I was able to do and learn through the process. And by doing it, like I really pumped up my credit score, really got myself out of debt. And I still do everything I was doing before. Don't get it twisted. If I want to go to Costa Rica, I will go to Costa Rica. If I want to go to Iceland, I will plan to go to Iceland. There's not a money. I'm not prohibiting myself, I should say, from spending the money that I work, earn, and really deserve, right? I'm just making sure that I spend it wisely so it can create an income for myself and I can help people do the same.
Wow.
Yeah.
So and so this is where I just want to reiterate her value add is so strong. And the reason why she can do the things like if she wanted to go to Costa Rica, she'd probably get a private jet soon if she wants. I mean, like, hello, when I asked her, because I just could see she's very structured, she has a system around how she does things. 18 years teaching makes sense, and she grows herself in her business constantly. Uh, she's not one of those people. I've been involved in other situations where people are calling and texting and following up on you and let me have a call. No, every conversation, excuse me, with Jasmine is a value add to my business, is a value add to my finances, and is a value add to my confidence. And two people that you didn't mention you want to meet that I think, or three sets of people, maybe four actually. I'm going to add them because we're talking to you. If you're unemployed or you're underemployed, because there's an opportunity to earn money doing it if you choose, right? Like, and when I heard what she was earning, and she's a full-time teacher, I'm like, for real? Like, what? I was crazy. I was shocked. And then life-changing events. Somebody passed away. Somebody's going through a divorce. Or someone, what was the other thing? There was another one that came to me, but like the life, your divorce passed away, your finances change. Well, when your finances don't change. Your finances change when you pass away because someone else is handling it. And that's a lot of money and it's a lot of stress.
Yeah.
That
Definitely. Going through it.
So Jasmine is still, in spite of all of that, her mom. Yeah. And just she's got all that on her plate. And knowing, oh God, I might cry. And knowing that she helps people in such a beautiful way. and that she's able to do it with so much strength. That you guys go through a tough financial situation. I think back to what she did for me years ago and still doing. So don't get yourself like thinking that this is a sales pitch because it's not. That's why I'm crying, because I care so much about people. And I just want people to know that everyone can afford to speak. Everyone can't afford. No one can afford not to speak to Jasmine and not connect with her. And it's easy. It's fun. If you're on Amazon, you can be on her website. It's easier. Like it's easier. And then how do they reach you?
Well, if you want to just learn more or get like what we call our free watch your wallet analysis through shopping, right, and earning money on how to save tons, you can text me or privately message me on Facebook or DM me on Instagram. So I'll, could be your smart, savvy shopping consultant. If you don't have my number is 845-527-8411. And like I said, if you're my Facebook friend, then like I said, you private message me. Or on Instagram, my Instagram name is Living the Jazzy Life, because I genuinely try to live my life to the fullest. Or you can email me. Any of those ways you can contact me.
Yes.
My email address is jazzyan4@gmail.com.
Amazing. Amazing. First time crying on a Zoom. That's amazing. So, and literally what she does has brought me to tears, and who she is has brought me to tears. So
thank you. I love you.
I love you too. And now we want to open it up. Who people are here? Questions, comments? There's a comment here. I'm gonna look. Yes, somebody wrote yes. Somebody else sent privately. Amazing, and I can't wait to shop with her. And we've got two people. Either of you have questions, and folks, this is for you. So like, join us, ask the questions. No questions, a silly question, and we just want to check in with we've got two ladies here with us. What questions, concerns, comments? How can we add value to you? Because that's what we're here.
I have a comment. Can you guys hear me well?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, perfect. So I definitely have to set up an appointment with Jasmine so she can help me with my wardrobe. That's for sure. Save some money on that as well. But it's all very true because now that I have a toddler, I have to think ahead, and all these sales that are going on. As you guys were talking, I was already on the Old Navy website, like, okay, here's a clearance, here's the sales, this is 3T, like this, he's gonna need this for next year. Like, and I just picked out a whole bunch of items in there, and it amounted to like $60. And on top of that, I get discounts with the card and everything. So I was like, oh, this is amazing. Like, why didn't I think about this before when I was like single or whatever for myself?
Yeah.
But no, Jasmine has a lot of really great points, and I'm learning a lot about her, as well as you, Erica. Like, definitely, I'm still working on my things on the house. Like, this is all a process, but you girls are great. Thank you so much for doing this on Wednesdays for people who need information like this.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Diana, for sharing.
Thank you for being here, and thank you for being willing to learn. You see, I found that we're either growing or dying. And so if you're not, you're setting an example for your children. If you're out doing things, and for your family. And just to add a little bit additional value to you and just anyone else watching, what about whose birthdays or anniversaries or something's coming up in the next quarter? You could buy that during Labor Day. No, we're not telling you that instead of your mortgage, but I'm just thinking, like, what else? And the confidence. Guys, I was not confident to wear outfits like this. Like, this is like still a little weird, I'm like, and I want to go to Karen, but just mamas deserve to be loved, and and so dads, everybody does, and feel good about themselves. And thank you for sharing, Diana. Karen, what do you got to say? Hold on, we can't hear her. Well, maybe her son will take the mic.
I'm sorry, I'm on mute. I'm still familiarizing myself with how to get in tune with all this technology. But anyways, I was just listening to, I believe it was Diana, talking about the Old Navy shopping and getting all this stuff for $60 and using the discounts. And I think it's great. And especially since, just a minute. Sorry. And then, because I live in Florida, as you guys know, but anyway, I live in Florida. So so when I go up to New York, like at the end of the summer, a lot of times, a lot of the summer clothes is, discounted. So I can get like shorts for like $2, $3, $4, because it's, winter's coming in New York. So it's great. So I usually stock up for my son. So I just wanted to add that, like at the end of the season, it's great to like go shopping even for next year, because the kids grow so fast. So buy in advance, you stock them up, and then you're all ready for next year.
Yeah. And that's what we'll be talking about, seasonal shopping as well. So
Great.
don't worry, that's upcoming.
All right, I'll be listening. Go back to school.
And then just to add value to you and to both of your families and Jasmine's family, it's super important that you both mentioned. Oh, she's like mute because that kiddo needs her. She's like, wait, I love it. I love it. But guys, what I also want to make sure that Karen, Diana, and any of those parents out there, I mean, my dad raised me as a single parent for 14 years. It is so vital for you to take some of those savings and give it back to yourself. You deserve it, earned it, whether you're a single parent or not. You work hard for your money. You work hard for wherever you're working, and giving it back to you. Some of that savings, whether it's get a pedicure, and then find out if they're on shop. Because that's the cool part. There's like business owners that you're already using the business, and now you can just save some money. And Jasmine, you can actually, if they're not there, you can get the business on.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's something that we will talk about another time.
We could talk for hours. To our favorite topic. So I just want you guys to know that we appreciate you. We're here to add massive value. Obviously it's happening. I'm so glad we have this in writing with the answers, so then I can periodically be like, watch over here, minute 14. So if you're watching this live or when you're watching this live or on the replay, because obviously you're watching it, otherwise whatever. We just appreciate you, and let us know where you have the question, the concern, what are you using? Because you never know whose life you could be changing by sharing that extra $20, $30, $50. And charity! The money could go to charity. I almost forgot.
That's true.
That is true. So, Jasmine, thank you. And also, Karen and Diana, thank you.
Yes, thank you, ladies.
This has been such an honor and a privilege to be a part of the show with you and to learn. I'm one grateful realtor for you and for all of you. And just we'll be back next Wednesday at 1:00, where we're going to talk real estate. And there are definitely savings in that too, and opportunities, and you can use the money on your home as well. We will see you guys next week. Share with your friends. Let them know. If money's tight, share the gift of savings. Share the video. Share Jasmine. Watch your wallet consultation. Hello. Share me. Watch your home value consultation. Hello. And seriously, we love you. We appreciate you. We're grateful for you. And it's been an honor and a privilege. We will see you next week.
Yes.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.